We're back for another episode of the iDoctor UK podcast. In news this week, I've not got COVID anymore. Alex tested positive for COVID at the weekend, so I strongly suspect that whoever commented COVID last week was probably right. It wasn't fresh as flu, it was COVID. I felt like death. I'm still not 100%, I've got a cough. I've stopped smoking cigarettes in favour of a vape this week. Yeah, feeling a lot better. Not back in the gym yet though, which I'm going to try and do after I've recorded this. I've got an iPhone 16 Pro Max. Same phone as the 15 Pro, bit bigger, bit heavier. I've not dropped it on my nose yet, that's why I've not got a broken nose, but it's definitely a lot heavier and you can feel it. Realistically, differences are minimal. Obviously, there's no Apple Intelligence yet. I don't think the UK is getting it until December, which is madness. We spoke briefly last week about this app that we're going to be making videos about. It's not fully finalised yet. I think John Carr made a guess on what the app was called. I cannot confirm or deny what it is, but we've got. If it comes through, which it should do very, very soon, if it comes through, then we've got a sweet deal for it, and we will be able to sort you out with a very generous discount. And I will admit that it's 100% worth it. Like, we made good money using it last week. What else have I got to talk about this week? I've done several of these parts calibrations with iOS 18 now, and it seems to be pretty straightforward as long as you're using genuine parts. With the screens, I've not tried to do a screen without a paired proximity sensor on it. I've not done it without one yet. Every time I've done it with it, and it works sweet. Like, there's no problems at all. It takes about a few minutes. The only thing that I do notice is that when you choose finish repair in normal iOS, in settings, sorry, it struggles to configure it and go into diagnostic mode from that. I'm guessing that it's a bug, or because as soon as you press the two buttons, plug it into the PC, press the volume down and volume up button, once you get the Apple logo and release, it goes straight into diagnostic mode and it will finish the repair that way. But I've not had it yet where it will just automatically go into diagnostic mode and finish the repair. So very, very strange, but I'm guessing it's just a bug with iOS 18. I think I mentioned the camera where you have to point it around for 5 minutes, pointing it in a chair. That's just weird. Apparently the Apple staff have to do exactly the same thing though, and everybody gets fed up. But I think it's something to do with the LiDAR sensor that it does that. In other news, I've been pretty slow making long form videos recently, so I do apologise if anybody watches the channel and they're getting a bit fed up of charging port repairs. I will get some fresh content online very soon. We're working on various bits and bobs, and time's difficult at the minute. I've got a hell of a lot going on, several projects that I mentioned last week, so I do apologise regarding that. We've been playing around with some silly short form content ideas this week as well, so you'll have to keep an eye out for those. It basically involves me wearing a wig. Yeah, it's not me. There was something else that I wanted to talk about. Complete oversight on my part, but we're coming up to a year in this shop now, so as a little celebration to do that, because I've not done it already, I'm going to just show off what we've got in the shop and what tools and equipment we use. A few people have asked, and I will do it. Yeah, I will do it. I'm trying to get better at putting links in videos as well, but I just struggle to do it. I will definitely try and do it. I've got a question though. I've got a question, and whenever I ask a question, nobody actually answers it though, which makes me question whether anybody actually watches the videos. But what I've noticed recently, that I seem to be having a lot of trouble recalibrating batteries on Pro versions, iPhone 13 Pro, 14 Pro, 12 Pro, Pro Max. Every time I do it, I don't know if it's the tag on that I'm using. We used to use the Amp-centrics ones, then we use the iPods ones, and then I don't know, it just seems to be going wrong every time I do it now. So before I was interrupted there, I was talking about the battery problems I've been having. So I've been using the iPods Tag on Flex, which I moved away from the Amp-centrics ones briefly because I was having problems with them, and then I went to the iPods ones, and now I seem to be having problems with them. So I don't know if it's a parts issue, the tag on issue, or what, but honestly, I'm like ready to throw phones out of the window at some points because it's driving me mental sometimes. Like, you redo it 3 times, use a new tag on Flex, and it just doesn't seem to do it. So if anybody's got any advice on the tag on Flexes and what they're using and what's working for them at the moment, then that would be very, very helpful for me, because like I say, I am struggling with it, and I'm at the point where I'm like, why are we even offering this service anymore? Maybe I need to experiment with something different. That might be a good idea. Like, I think I said the other week when iOS 18 first came out, that I wanted to try reprogramming the battery back to 100% on the JCV1 SE and using a different battery flex to give that a try. So using a different BMS with a new cell on it from another device and sticking it onto the phone and seeing if that makes a difference, and then finishing the repair using iOS 18. So that is what I'm going to try and do this afternoon after I've been to the gym. Other news, I don't really have any, I'll be honest. It's been a pretty boring week as far as we're concerned. I hope that everybody else has a better week than I'm having, because it's, like I say, it's only because it's boring. Have a great day. Sorry it's not been a very exciting episode. See you in the next one.